Hi, I hope you can see me properly. Yes, it looks okay. Right, today is Thursday the 12th of May. I had my 3 weeks post-op yesterday, so I weighed myself in the morning. I actually had really good results, so I was pleased about that. So I'll tell you my numbers. I weighed last week 251.6 pounds, and this week I was 246.4 pounds, which was a loss of 5.2 pounds for the week. So that will be 19.2 pounds since the operation, and 23.6 pounds in total, including the pre-op. So won't mean anything to the guys in the USA. That's almost 2 stone in the UK, which is pretty quick. It's pretty quick to lose that much. So yeah, really pleased about that. Now what's been happening? I've actually been doctors this morning. I don't know if you can hear my voice is playing up a bit. I've got some pain in my chest here. She thinks it's muscular. I did go and have it checked out because I've suffered with clots on my lung before, so I wanted to be careful. I'm sorry if you can hear noise in the background. There's someone really noisy outside and I've got my windows open. So anyway, last week I was on pureed foods and I started to have some wholemeal toast, which my doctor said was okay to have. But I began feeling like it was getting stuck in my throat. Now I wasn't sick or anything, and I didn't get like what's called iron fist, where you get pain or anything like that. It just felt really uncomfortable and horrible. So I stopped eating and I ended up phoning my surgeon up, and he's told me to have just hot and warm liquids for 3 days. So that's what I'm trying to do at the moment. Very noisy bike outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, so I'm doing that. I'm a little bit concerned that my bands may be tight. I don't know if I had any liquid put into my band on the day of surgery. So if it is too tight, surely there's not anything to take out. Not too sure. But I've been kind of just a bit anxious in that, I think. I've just really been trying not to worry about my lack of nutrients and worrying about all the aches and pains that I've got on different things. I can be a bit of a worrier, I suppose, but like I said, I went to see my doctor this morning. She's a really good doctor. She's been very supportive about the operation, the fact that I went to another country for it. But she checked me over. She said my lungs sound clear, even though I feel like I've got a bit of a chest infection. But some of my muscles around like my back of my ribs and my front of my chest are really sore. So maybe I'm sleeping funny or something, because I'm avoiding kind of sleeping where it hurts. What else has been happening? I'm gonna measure myself next week, so it's been like 4 weeks or a month since I last measured, so I can see what's going on there. I could definitely feel a difference in my clothes, and I'm starting to, I suppose, feel a bit more confident and things like that, which generally comes about, I think, when you start losing weight. I've also, what else have I done? Do you know what? I always have loads to say, and when I come to making the video, my mind goes blank. Ridiculous. Let's think. I was watching a video yesterday about kind of dealing with your emotions, and just kind of getting on top of the fact that you've got a band and being accountable for yourself, and just accepting that feeling certain ways is okay, and learning ways to deal with it, I guess. And as you know, last time I'd been having a bit of a bad time, and I'd been feeling just kind of really crappy and low. And I hadn't turned to food, but I did have a good cry, and I just felt really sorry for myself. And I've had I suppose a couple of days where I felt a bit similar. I haven't been as bad, but I just kind of keep thinking, is it just going to keep being like this? Because I've not been able to really eat any food yet, and I'm feeling just very deflated and run down, I think, and I think that's because physically I'm feeling run down as well, and obviously I'm still repairing and healing, and maybe I just need to give myself a bit more time, really. Things have changed a lot recently. My partner's just started a new job, so he's working a lot, and I'm at home a lot on my own, which gives me too much time to think, I think. Yeah, so I want to just start feeling normal. I don't like the word normal, but I suppose working out who I am as someone that's banded and having a routine, and I just want to start feeling better and getting into the swing of it all, I think. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be back next week with some measurements. I'm going to take some photos as well. I did take some a while back. I know I've not put any on yet, and I've not really done any body shots, but I don't want to do them too often. I want to try and give maybe a month or so between all of them, so that I can notice a difference, because I think it's important for me that I can see that the weight's going and not just feel it in my clothes. And that's the boost I get, I think, being able to actually see the difference. So that's going to be really good. Hopefully I can see that next week. Yeah, so I'll think about putting some pictures and some body shots up next week for everyone. In the meantime, if I do think of anything a bit more productive to say, and I can remember everything I want to say, I'll be back another time. Until then, I hope everyone's having a good week, and that you're coping okay and feeling positive, because it is really helpful to see everybody feeling that way, and I take the enthusiasm from you all, I think. So yeah, have a great week, and I'll speak to you again. Until then, bye!